China has been accused of covering up the true numbers regarding the coronavirus death tolls within the nation, refusing to give the rest of the world timely and accurate data. Fox Sports radio host Clay Travis says that China's lies should require a substantial global punishment. One small but symbolic response he suggests is to have the International Olympic Committee vote to pull the 2022 Winter Olympics out of Beijing and relocate them elsewhere. On the surface, that makes a lot of sense. However, the IOC actually has quite a bit in common with the Chinese government. They're all about getting them theirs. They're like the aliens from Independence Day, going from one city after another, driving up costs to build stadiums, facilities, and the like. And then they depart, leaving a lot of it abandoned. Rio was all in on spending $3 billion for the 2016 Summer Olympics, but then the cost became $13 billion. The city had to cut spending on healthcare and education. The police went unpaid for weeks at a time, and at least 20% of the population there was living in slums. Perhaps Rio could have used some of the revenue generated by the Olympics to take care of their citizens, but according to the Business Insider, the International Olympic Committee pocketed 70% of the total revenue from the 2016 Summer Games. Compare that to just taking 4% of the revenue back in the 90s. Several cities have actually backed off from hosting the games, especially the early frontrunner for the 2022 Winter Olympics, the Norwegian capital of Oslo. They were through when the IOC allegedly asserted diva-like demands for luxury treatment. For example, requiring special lanes on all roads only to be used by IOC members, and a cocktail reception at the Royal Palace, with drinks paid for by the royal family. Listen, I get it. A bunch of you are spoiled-ass royalty brats yourselves, but to actually tell another king to pay for your drink just so they can host the Winter Olympics? Who do they think they are? They're acting like the girl at the bar expecting you to pay for her and her friends' drinks. But she looks like Caitlyn Jenner after a heroin binge on a Monday morning with our good friend Charlie Sheen.
It's like winning.
During the Nagano Winter Olympics, it got out that the Japanese city provided an upwards of $14 million for illegitimate and excessive levels of hospitality to IOC members. Now that's a lot of visits to the maid cafes. The precise figures are unknown because the IOC demanded that the financial records be destroyed, which sounds awfully familiar to a certain government's not-so-secret policies. Yep, China's gonna swipe right for them. During the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, the Foreign Correspondents Club of China issued a statement that they had confirmed 30 cases of reporting interference, were investigating another 20, and confirmed 10 cases of police roughing up or beating reporters and breaking their cameras. Yeah, let's sign up for some more of that! In preparation for the 2008 Games, an estimated 1.5 million people were forced to move to make way for Games-related projects. Many of them were evicted against their will and given inadequate compensation, or jailed and tortured if they tried to protest. Now Beijing is set to become the first city ever to host both the Summer and Winter Olympics. This despite the fact that it rarely snows there. So where are they going to get the snow for skiing and snowboarding competitions on the nearby mountains? One farmer in the rural countryside near Beijing said he could double his harvest if he had more water. But the Chinese government has been gouging nearby reservoirs to make artificial snow. In 2011, it was reported the 11 ski resorts then open around Beijing used an average of about 1 billion gallons of water per year, or enough for 42,000 people. China calls itself the People's Republic, and that they host the People's Olympics. And most would probably react to such assertions with the people's eyebrow. Oh, and by the way, they also covered up their death toll from the coronavirus, which led to the economic collapse of virtually the entire world. So thanks for bankrupting a bunch of us, China and the Olympics. You're a match made in proverbial heaven. Hey, thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts on this video down in the comments below, as I will endeavor to respond to each one. Also, be sure to subscribe and click that little bell, as we'll be doing more videos like this every week, and you don't want to miss it. And hey, Let me know down in the comments if there's a subject you'd like to have covered here. Again, thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.